So I came up with an analogy of Modern Warfare 3, or for Modern Warfare 3, I should say. Modern Warfare 3 is like being at school. You can have some fun times at school, you have fun time with your friends, you can have a fun time in certain lessons and stuff, but overall, you don't really like going to school. You're not at home, you're not playing video games, whatever it is you do. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you like playing video games, but it's not. It's that experience where you don't. It's not that you don't really want to be there, but you don't elect to be. It's hard to explain, but you get where I'm coming from. Like, there are times when it's fun, and then for the majority of the time, it's not. Because of things like that. Kids who purposely go and sit in a corner and put a claymore down to protect their ass. It's. Yeah. But what are you going to do? Some people play the game like that, and I think that's the thing. You can't take this game seriously, it's what I've discovered. What you need to do is just practice a little bit, find, the setup that you're most comfortable with, like the guns that you're used to, the guns, the perks that you like running with them that work best for you, and then just stick to them. Don't, say, if you are great with, the PP90, and you don't really like other submachine guns because they're not powerful enough, they have too much recoil, or for whatever reason you prefer the PP over the rest of them, and people are saying, oh, it's overpowered, don't let them tell you, don't just let random people tell you what to do, because why should you not use the gun that you like using because other people don't like it? So, yeah, I mean, you can't take it seriously. Just, go at it from this route. You can use your strategies, use your setup, and then if you win, that's great. If you win with a great KD, that's fantastic. If you don't, who cares? It's just a game, and, I mean, I would say this, and I'll probably go back and rage a bit, but if you want to get competitive, like Black Ops for me is more competitive and more fun in a winning situation to play. I played 3 games on firing range today, in a row, and I had a horrible score through each of them. I mean, to be fair, I was using the Enfield because I'm level 9 again. I've prestiged, so I wasn't going to do fantastic, but it wasn't about getting the high score in the game. It was more about just the winning. And yeah, that's what I did. I think I came out of that. I only played 3 games and I came out of it 2-1. So we lost one of them. It's because they had a guy on their team called Undefeatable. Clearly that was true. And yeah, I mean, if you think about it, every time you lose, that should tell you that you can improve, or you can do something to help your team do better next time. And I think that's how you should really take this approach. It's almost not Call of Duty. That's what I want to say. It's not like any other Call of Duty we've seen, because there's no point in going on kill streaks anymore. There's no point in trying to get a huge KD apart from it being entertaining for YouTube and entertaining yourself, obviously. If you like winning, you just use support. I think support's a really bad idea, and I don't like it being in the game, but it's what you have to do. And I think you just have to roll with it. You just have to kind of play it for the sake of playing it, and just play it. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. You can't go on thinking, I'm going to go and get a bunch of high-scoring games and stuff like that, because you won't, unless you're a really, really good player and you're not quite sure how good you are. But the chances are you're not going to get a whole bunch of great gaming scores, because that's just the way this game works. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you do awful, and sometimes you have games like this in free-for-all where it went completely average. I win, to kind of spoil it for you, but I do die quite a few times from people sitting in corners like that, tubing. You know, but whatever. That's the game for you. But I mean, is that enjoyable? For me, like that, I don't see much point in playing it after getting to level 80 and unlocking gold guns and getting the occasional gameplay. Like after that, I just don't see the appeal of it much anymore. And I think that's all right. I mean, you can play it on the fly, but I'd rather play things like Black Ops and Battlefield. And if my internet was better, I'd be playing Battlefield right now, but it's not. And I keep getting disconnected from Xbox Live. It's so irritating. But yeah, I mean, that's just... it's a bit like the COD 4 days. I mean, COD 4 wasn't completely frustration-free from, all the stuff I've been told. I never actually played it back in the day, but people still complained about dying on that game. People still cared about KD, but it was less important. It didn't matter as much, and people weren't going to see what you're doing online. So, I mean, they're going to see it in the match, but they're not going to see it on YouTube. And now everyone kind of rocks with this idea that if you use the overpowered guns, if you use the overpowered perks, if you're using quote unquote the bitch setup, then everyone's going to know and think you're a bitch. And so, well, you can't have that sense of honor in this game, and you shouldn't really have a sense of honor in any games. The weapons are there to be used. They're there for a reason. They're not there for people to go, oh no, this is overpowered, let's not use it. Because they're not overpowered. Overpowered basically means that the game is broken and it's unplayable. The guns in this game don't make it unplayable, and some people would try and argue that, you just find people running around with the dual-wield FMG9s. Dude, I beat the FMG9s with an ACR steady aim 5 times in one game today. These guys kept going out with them, those try-hard setups where they're just like striker, dual-wield FMG9s and all that. They're bringing those out, and I'm just like, steady aim, ACR, come at me, bro. So you don't, basically what it's saying is just like, don't try too hard. Just play it. Just play the game, and you'll get used to it, I guess. And free for all's good. I like free for all. It's a bit odd at times, but I kind of like it. It's good fun, and I didn't have to put up with extremely bad teammates. So yeah, that's about it.